Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today I am potting up some of my cactus, and I don't know if this is a Christmas cactus or a Thanksgiving cactus. It could even be a Easter cactus. But what I did over the winter months, I took clippings from the plant. I propagated it. I had some cups that were laying around the house that were given to me that I just used as a medium to propagate the plants. I took 3 cuttings from the plant. Make sure you have a clean pair of snippers. And I just took a cutting from here, and let's take both of these cuttings. And I took a cutting like that and that. Now I think to even up this plant, I'm going to do propagation of more of the leaves, but I would take something similar to this. You can use a rooting powder, or if you don't use a rooting powder, let this dry up just a little bit. Allow the moisture to dry, and then stick it down into a potting mixture such as this here. But today I have the plants that I've already started the propagation on, and I'm just potting them up. These are the Dollar Tree clay pots. So I'm using that as a source to do the transplant. So I'm using just the regular potting mix of perlite and potting soil. And I'm just going to add just a little to the bottom of the pot. And then I will take and go around the plant, tilt it, place it down inside of the new pot that it's going to live in, and then go around the perimeter of the pot backfill it with new potting soil. So you can take one plant such as my cactus plant here, do propagation, and as you can see, I have 8 plants that I'll share with you after I get them all potted up. And there you have it. A new plant from a propagation of the cactus plant. And so this is the rooting powder that I'm going to use. And I've already placed some inside of my container because you don't want to dip the cactus itself down into the container and contaminate the rest of the powder. So I'll take the rooting powder, just dab it for a nice contact. Use a dibber, make an insert, and just drop it down inside. And you do the same thing with this. And I recommend that you have 3 sections of your cactus plant to make great contact. And you do the same thing. Just dip it down inside. Use your dibber if you have one, or a spoon or a pencil, and stick it down inside. Now, I only have 3 sections here. You can use 4, or depending on what your medium is that you want to use, or the size of the plant that you want to propagate. But that's all you have to do. Give it a little water, and within 2 to 3 months, you should start seeing roots. I've actually allowed these plants to propagate and stay in the little cups for about 6 months. But as you can see, they're nice and healthy. Once they have developed a root system, you want to give them a light fertilizer, water soluble fertilizer for cactus plants. There you have it. So I'll just continue to, this is the rooting powder that you can pick up most likely at your Home Depot. You can purchase it online, different brands. But this seems to work for me when I'm doing my propagation. So I have my clay pots in water just to hydrate the pots. But then I'll just add a little bit of the potting soil to the bottom of the clay pot. Then go around the perimeter of the cup, tilt it. It should fit right down inside. And then go around the base of the plant. It might be a little messy, but it's okay. Make sure you get the potting soil all the way around the clay pot. Get all the air pockets out. And then allow it to sit in either a tub of water or a tray of water to make sure that the plant and the pot, because it is a clay pot, it will draw the moisture, but this will be the ideal pot for the cactus because it doesn't like to be completely wet, and this pot will allow it to dry out. So I'm just going to stick it back down inside of my tub here, and I have 2 more pots that I need to transplant. And I'll just let those sit in water for a little. And because the root system is just starting to establish itself, this size pot is the ideal because it still has room to grow into. Just drop it down inside there. And just go around the perimeter of the pot and backfill. Now I've propagated this plant several times. I have like 4 of these plants, and then now I have the smaller plants that I can gift or give away. Gift to someone, or use them in a section of the house. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Stay warm, and hopefully we'll be out in the garden soon. Happy gardening.